Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. With this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce RTX 3060 12GB model in stutter zone lag fair. This one is the Afox model of the card. We are running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Up's GPU. Resizable bar is also enabled, and again, it's the 12GB version of the 3060. And over on the left, we're pairing it with a Ryzen 9 7950X3D with half of its cores disabled, so it's basically the same as a Ryzen 7 7800X3D instead, and 32GB of DDR5 6000MHz RAM in dual channel. These are overkill specs for a 3060, but it's just so we have a GPU bottleneck all of the time, and also if you pair it with a much slower CPU, you should get the same results, unless it bottlenecks the card. So let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 1080p resolution using the Epic settings preset with DLAA over here, which is native resolution. It just applies anti-aliasing. And well, Epic settings are definitely a bit too much for a 3060, but I'm curious to see what it can do because I also tested the 4060 with Epic settings and it was semi-playable. Let's see if the 12 gigs in this one make it better than the 4060's 8 gigs. Alright guys, here we have it. 3060s getting around 40 frames per second. I actually started testing the RTX 4060 at Epic settings in this exact same place, and it was getting around 44-45 frames, so it's about a 10% improvement compared to the RTX 3060, which is definitely not a lot. Generation on generation, right? But if you take a look at that VRAM utilization, actually it's VRAM allocation, we can't really see the utilization in this particular title because Afterburner doesn't read it here, unfortunately. It is touching 10 gigabytes of allocation right there. So the 4060, 8 gigabyte, it's an 8 gigabyte GPU, only the TI version has a 16 gigabyte version, you know? It definitely was running out of VRAM sometimes, and some of the stutters that were happening with that GPU were due to the VRAM being maxed out. Now, the game is still stuttering with an RTX 3060. It's not a smooth experience. You can see the frame time graph still has a lot of little spikes here and there, and bigger ones like these, you know, and that's because this game compiles the shaders on the go. So the VRAM, yes, it does make a little bit of a difference in this title for the smoothness, but the main cause of stuttering is just the game itself not being well optimized, and the developers didn't really care to implement a shader compilation feature before you get to the actual gameplay, you know, like a lot of other titles do. But I don't blame them in that case, because even Fortnite doesn't have that, and Epic actually makes the Unreal Engine. Alright, so we just got shot at. Oh, I saw the guy. I just saw the guy. He's shooting at us. He's shooting in our general direction. Okay, I need to kill this one. Wait a second. There he is. Oh my god, stuttering. No, no, no. Please die. Please die. Please die. Please die. Dudes, why aren't you dying? Seriously. Oh my god. I wasted 30 bullets again. Like, this is with the hotfix 3, okay, in place, and I thought they had managed to fix some of the network issues because they said something about it. It's probably like server related when you get to the server or whatever. Apparently the network is still crap. Anyway, this is the experience right here. 37 FPS average, 1% lows at 26. I think with the 4060 it was quite a bit better in terms of the average FPS, you know. I believe it got around like 42 frames per second up until this place right here on average, and on the 1% lows it got like 27, so it's basically the same thing. Now I'm actually gonna test it with DLSS Quality right now, and that pushes our frame rate up into the 40s and 50s, as you can see. It doesn't look too bad, you know, although you can definitely notice that it is a bit softer in this game because it has a lot of details, you know, and you're essentially playing at 720p and upscaling to 1080p at this point. DLSS works great in the majority of titles, especially in like Fortnite, which is a game that has a lot less details, you know, and the simplistic art style. It works really amazing in that. You can't really tell much of a difference between native res and DLSS Quality there, but in this one, since it has a lot of details, please stop running around. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, is he dead? I think he's dead. Oh boy, and I'm almost dead as well. Jesus. Okay, I need my bandage, let's go. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, you're testing epic quality settings. It's not ideal for a 3060, and I totally agree with that. I told you in the beginning of the test, so yeah, if you skipped ahead, you probably didn't hear it. Anyway, what I want to tell you is there is not that big of a difference comparing epic settings to low settings in this game in terms of stability, performance, and also the graphics. The graphics themselves won't be that much lower in quality on low settings. Yeah, you can tell like the lighting and stuff like that will be a little bit worse, but there's not much to it. Alright, anyway, there's an enemy guy right there. What the... Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not how you move, people. What the hell was that? Jesus. It's like we're playing Crysis right here, and everybody has exosuits on, or whatever. Actually, in Crysis, the enemies don't have exosuits. It's only you, but still, it reminds me of that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Okay, where is the guy? There he is. A couple of them, actually. More than a couple, probably. Did I kill them? One here? One there? Yeah, okay, so it was only a couple after all, never mind. Now see, the game can be a lot of fun if it works properly. Whenever it's not working properly, you're more scared that the netcode will F you up, basically, than you are at the enemies and stuff like that, because it's always in the back of your mind. Will my shot register? Will the bot move like crazy? You know? It's not in a playable state at the moment, and I don't think you should buy it in this current state, unless you really want to try it out, of course, but yeah. Anyway, at least it's playable with the 3060 here with DLSS quality, so there's that, but it's definitely worse than you probably expected, especially if you haven't really seen anything about the performance of this game yet. See, that guy died with a single shot! Oh my god, okay. Where? Come on, come on! Oh my god. Okay. Bullets, let's see. Check the ammo, 8 bullets left. Alright, I should have grabbed more ammo, actually, guys, for this weapon. I'm gonna go with the AK right now, because we actually do have ammo for it from the dead guys, dead enemies. But alright, I think, actually, what I should do at the moment is go back to base and try it again with the high settings instead of the epic settings. I'm gonna do high, medium, and low as well in this video. You know, the fastest way to go to the base is actually die, so probably gonna do that. Okay, hello. But I'm gonna fight, okay? I'm gonna die trying. Hello, there we go. Dead. And someone is shooting at us from this direction. There he is, one of them. Come on, there we go, that was quick, see? Everything is fine when they die fast and properly. Also, another problem with DLSS quality in this game is that you just can't see very well at the distance, guys. It will break immersion quite a bit, because it's like your character can't see, basically, and needs glasses. Oh, this is perfect. Wait, look at that. Of course! Oh, I haven't seen one of these yet. Why is he flickering so much? Look at that. Jesus. Oh, he's dead. Okay. He's dead. Yeah, okay. He's not going down. This is interesting. Right. The game's not broken at all. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. Sir, please. Sir, there are a lot of them. Okay. I kind of want to die, because this is the only way I can get back to the base very, very fast, so yeah. Sometimes they kill you with one shot. Other times they do this. You gotta be kidding me, dude. When I'm trying with better GPUs and stuff in other videos, and I don't want to die, like in the last video that I made, I think they literally killed me through a wall. It's time now for native resolution again with DLAA, but with the high settings instead of the epic settings. And alright, 45 FPS. If we get the same FPS after a restart, it actually is getting the same FPS as the 4060 on epic. And I just restarted the game completely. Apparently there was no need to do that because it's getting exactly the same FPS. So 45 right here, and we gained again like 10% more frames per second by dropping from epic to high. Maybe with DLSS it's gonna reach closer to 60 frames per second, so there's that. Also the game looks basically the same on high compared to epic. And now let's move out of here. So here we were seeing like 34 FPS, 33 at times. Now we're up into like the high 30s, 37 minimum there. It is a decent boost to the smoothness, but it's not gonna change the experience completely. You know, it's still oh my god, seriously, why do you need to load the things again? Oh my gosh. Okay, again, shader compilation stuttering. VRAM is nowhere near maxing out, but the allocation is actually above 8 GB, so with a 4060, it would already have swapped some things into the RAM, and causing a little bit of stuttering when it does so. Still, I don't feel like this is any smoother than the 4060 was, so I don't think the 12 GB matter too much to this game specifically, okay? In other titles, it makes a big difference. 12 gigs on the 3060 will make it so it's a much smoother experience, but in this one, that's not the case. It's gonna be stuttery as heck in everything that you throw at it. All right, let's try to get this guy over here. Oh my god, can you stop breathing like that? Come on. Okay, there we go. All right, let's keep on going here. 40-ish frames per second. It's actually getting exactly the same averages and 1% lows right now. 42 average, 27 1% lows, as the 4060 did on epic settings. Again, it's not that big of a difference, especially between generations, you know, but it lines up with the 10% drop in FPS that we saw on high settings. You know what? I'm gonna stop it right there, actually, and go prone and try it with DLSS Quality next. That should be a good improvement here. Yeah, there we go. 50-ish FPS. That feels smoother right now, although it's still not 60 FPS. So, maybe on medium settings with DLSS, we're going to see 60 frames per second. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too mad at this performance with the 3060, you know, because 3060 released like, what, 3 years ago at this point? 4 years ago? Something like that. And on top of that, this game is absolutely terrible in terms of optimization, and it's unfinished, and it runs poorly on everything. So, of course, I wasn't really expecting great things from a 3060, goddammit, I forgot to bring some bandages, guys. That was very important. Now I'm bleeding out, slowly. Oh my god. Well, I guess Sunrise Cola is better than nothing. I'm gonna drink the Sunrise Cola. So good. Please wash my wounds away. It actually worked. I am now regenerating blood. Good. Also, 10 gigabytes of VRAM allocated right now. Ooh, that's a lot, right? For 1080p high settings. But again, early access, broken game. So there's that. Come on, can you please go over it? No, not anymore. I'm still losing a lot of blood right now. At least that one died quickly. Can I get inside? No. God. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The breathing, dude. The breathing is... Oh my... Come on, there we go. No ammo, no ammo. Reload. We're doing good considering, right? Okay, we can do this, guys. We can do this. We can stay alive. But unfortunately, I'll need to get out because we need to test medium settings. So, yeah. That's super unfortunate, actually. I'd like to continue this and not spawn at base again, but we need to do that. Alright, I just restarted the game. We're playing at 1080p using medium settings and DLSS set to DLAA. So again, native resolution there. And will you look at that, guys? Medium settings is getting us, in this scenario, 2 or 3 more FPS than high settings. It is ridiculous. The scaling in this game is absolutely awful. Like... there is almost no difference, so you might as well just go and play on epic settings, I guess. Or maybe high settings, since the difference there was a little bit bigger than medium to high. Alright, I'm just gonna take the shopper this time around, guys. Dropping down into the 30s over here. Again, epic settings would also drop down into like the lower 30s. It's probably loading some shaders as well. I don't know. The game is weird. Again, it's broken. Who cares? You already know how it is. Where are we going, though? Probably to YBL1. I've been there before with the RTX 2060, and it was a terrible experience. It was where the FPS dropped the most, actually, seeing the vegetation and stuff. But it's definitely because of the VRAM on that card being 6 gigabytes, you know. I went there with the 6700 XT as well, and the FPS didn't change at all. So, yeah, that was definitely the problem in this area with the 2066 gigabyte. With the 12 gigabyte 3060, you won't have a problem whatsoever, or even with 8 gigabytes of RAM as well, or VRAM actually. Although with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, sometimes your textures will start unloading. You know, it's oh, how the heck did this happen while I was talking about it? Did you see the hands? So even with 12 gigabytes of VRAM, that happens. So it's not VRAM related, apparently, guys. Okay. And looking in this direction, still getting 40s. This is where the 2060 dropped to like 18 FPS. It was a really bad experience. That 2060 would be getting like 35 FPS looking in this direction, and then you looked back and it got 18 FPS. It was absolutely insane. But that doesn't happen with the 3060, thankfully. You can play the game okay-ish with this GPU. Come on, buddy. You can go. The other guy has been here already, so I guess a lot of people are dead at this point. This is a nice place. Come on. Come on. Come. Die. 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 Please. What the hell? He killed my guy. You gotta be joking. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Come on. Come. God. Hello? Come on. No, just die, please. Die. Okay. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. That was terrible. I'm so sorry, buddy. I mean, it's your fault because you didn't shoot the guy. You had a weapon. I only had the knife. I did my best there. But still, how did they not die? I knifed him 300 times. And with that, I think we should probably move on to DLSS quality on medium settings, since this is basically the same experience as high settings, you know? Like, it's kind of weird. But on quality DLSS, it's enough to push our FPS up to 60 sometimes. But it's in the 50s most of the times, I guess. So it's about the same thing. Again, there is not much to it, guys. I can't even tell much of a difference in terms of visual fidelity comparing epic settings to medium settings. Maybe side by side you'd be able to tell a difference, but it looks basically the same, guys. Maybe the shadows are a little bit worse quality, but they're still pretty high quality. The textures as well, they're still high quality. 9 gigabytes of VRAM allocation, so it's not really that different from epic settings, right? That was like 10.5 or so. Yeah. I think this game needs more scaling between the settings presets. Hello. I got your things right here. Come over here. Look at that. Is this you? Yes, it's him. It's our boy, Pascal. Pascal is the best name ever, buddy. Actually, he is because of the best architecture ever. The GPU side of things, right? The GTX 10 series. But again, it's kind of the same. You get like 2 more FPS or 3 more FPS compared to high settings with DLSS. And it's not a feelable difference, you know? If anything, like this ground over here would look much better on high settings. I don't know. But yeah, I think between medium and high and epic, well, high actually provides 10% higher performance than epic. So I think I would go with high instead of epic. But medium and high, definitely high. And also, this is beautiful, guys. Like, the fact that you hold your weapon like that, it's very nice, so you don't get it wet. Breathe, everything is going to be okay. I don't have ammo. Come on, come on. All good, yes. Keep shooting at the ground, guys. Okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Please stop reloading. Please. It's okay. That should be enough. Take these guys out. I really feel like these guys should die with a single shot of this gun, but it's fine. They have armor and stuff. Maybe I shot the armor. Okay, there we go. Another one down. And I think we're good, right? We haven't really picked up any bandages, so I'm just gonna die because of blood loss at this point. It's really, really going down very fast. But hey, that's been it of the medium settings. Quality DLSS, close to 60 FPS average, so that's okay. Let's do low settings next with DLSS set to DLAA right here. Again, 100% resolution scale. Gonna restart the game. And here we have it, guys. The low settings is giving us 50 FPS. And in this area right here, 50 FPS still. Whereas the epic settings got us 10 less FPS. There is a 10 FPS difference with the RTX 3060 at 1080p native resolution with DLAA comparing the epic settings and the lowest settings. Like, that's a bit ridiculous, right? Like, that's the worst scaling that I've seen in a while in games. Seriously? Oh, we have another weapon. I didn't really notice that. Alright, let's move out. I guess maybe with DLSS it's still going to drop from 60 FPS, guys. It's not going to be a stable 60 FPS experience at any settings or resolutions. Maybe at 720p native with DLSS quality it will, but you know, that's way too low. DLSS quality at 1080p already looks rough in this title, so there's that, guys. 44 frames per second right here. Yep, it's not that big of a difference once again, especially compared to like medium settings. It's going to be a similar experience FPS wise, even going to be a similar experience to high settings. You already know, you've watched the video probably, so yeah, I'm just repeating myself. There's not much to it. But yeah, it's safe to say that this game also destroys the RTX 3060. I've seen a couple of comments saying, the 4060 is so terrible, it has 8 gigabytes of VRAM, and that's why it's struggling so much in this title. The 3060 surely will do a better job, right? No, wrong, my friends. No, that's not the issue in this title, okay? I've also seen other people talking about 12 gigabytes not even being enough in this game. That's also true if you have a 16 gigabyte GPU. The VRAM usage can go over 12 gigabytes very often, but it's not because of that 4070 Super, for example, doesn't perform above 60 FPS all of the time at 1440p epic. It's not the VRAM, it's the game being intensive and broken, and UE5 with nanite and lumen and stuff. And by the way, that is ray tracing, okay? It's some form of ray tracing baked into UE5 that you can disable in a lot of other titles, and I wish we could disable it in this one as well. Yes, it would probably make the lighting quality be a little bit worse, maybe a lot worse even, but it would give you way higher FPS. Just a little option to disable that would be ideal. So the developers, if you're watching this, do that so people with the most popular GPU on Steam, which is the RTX 3060, can actually play this game with 60 FPS and above without it looking like a blurry mess. Oh boy. Oh my god, no, I can't shoot like this. My boy is super tired right now. Come on, come on. Oh boy, no, just get behind this. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't want to die right now. Am I losing HP? No, not really. I was just suppressed right there. Good stuff. Okay. Steady aim right now. Oh, I see one of them over there. Dead. One shot. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Okay, I got him, but now I'm bleeding. But thankfully, I got some bandages this time around. So let's stop it right there, and let's enable the DLSS quality for the last setting tested in this video. And here we go, 70-ish FPS inside. Remember when we got 60-ish with the DLSS quality on epic settings inside? Yep, it's basically not that different once again. And outside, it still drops from 60. It's consistently below 60 actually, into the mid-50s sometimes. Yep, that's it, guys. At least with the 4060, it did get 60 plus with DLSS quality enabled on lowest settings. Maybe it dropped here and there from 60, but it wasn't below 60 consistently like this one is. So that little improvement from the 4060, 15% or so, is definitely welcomed at the lowest settings, but it doesn't really matter. The 4060 should have been a 4050 Ti. I don't know at this point. A lot of people say that even like the 4070 should have been the 4060, and it kind of makes sense because back in Pascal, for example, the 10 series, again, very, very OP architecture, amazing stuff that Nvidia did, and they will never do that again, unfortunately. The GTX 1060 6GB not only had more VRAM than the GTX 980 with 4GB, it also performed about the same as the GTX 980. You know, it actually matched the 80 series from the previous generation. This generation, a 4060 is 15% faster than the 3060. It's not even enough to beat the 3060 Ti. So you see how this is super underwhelming, especially when the 4090 got a 60% improvement over the 3090. Anyway, with that said, if you want to play this game with a 3060 12GB model, this is what you can expect. You can have a little bit of fun here with this GPU for sure, but remember, it's not going to get 60 FPS. It's going to look pretty rough if you enable the DLSS Quality on 1080p resolution, and at the same time there are major netcode issues killing you unjustly, I guess. That's been it. Thank you very much for watching this. Catch you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.